For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome to Crosley Stadium, short-lived home of the Cincinnati Clowns. This is Negro Leagues baseball on sticky bleachers, and I am Cory.
I'm Bob, ready for some exciting action here. Oh, and getting it off already with one quick out. And looks like we have the Chicago American Giants here today, Cory, right?
That's right, the Chicago American Giants are visiting beautiful Crosley Stadium here. Cincinnati, Indianapolis Clowns only stayed a couple of years in this stadium, so we'll have to enjoy it while we're here. This is Lloyd Davenport, and he gets a base hit. That one's going to get to the wall. Extra bases for Lloyd Davenport with 2 outs. Is he going to turn and go for 3?
It looks like he is. Oh, but he's going to retreat quickly and go back to second. So, smart move there by Davenport.
Safe choice. Absolutely, Bob.
Looks like Rossi Davis is throwing strikes today, though.
Yes, good to see that. Always like to see a starter. Oh, that's going to be an R.B.I. base hit, and it's going to be extra bases, so it's an early 1-0 lead for the visiting Giants, Bob.
Yeah, you can see Davis is chewing out the shortstop there for making a bonehead play.
And here's Edward Young, hits a lazy pop fly with 2 outs. This should end the inning, and it does.
All right. Well, that was a quick inning, but the American Giants put a run on the board.
Yeah, a couple of hits and a run. So bad news, bad news, bad news. This is Bill Bird pitching for the Giants.
Bill Bird known for the slurve ball. Oh, and a quick out there. Look at that action off the mound.
The slurve. I love the slurve.
Oh, and 2 quick outs here. Oh, but it's a bumbled play, and he's caught in a rundown, and he's going to get back to first. So some bad defense there by the American Giants.
Strange they didn't make a throw there, Bob. I wonder why he tried to chase him back. Looked like he was caught dead to rights.
Yep, that's not the general protocol that you use for a rundown, but as it stands, Cincy has a runner on first and 2 outs.
And Bird records a strikeout, a rare strikeout in our R.B.I. baseball simulation games, Bob.
Tell you, that slurve is it's a difficult pitch to hit.
That's legit, and we've got extra bases here, so we are trouble again here in the bottom of the first. So the Clowns looking to get that run back, Bob.
Absolutely, and they're threatening here with 2 outs, and it's going to get through, and they're going to get that run back, maybe then some, Cory. It's going to roll all the way to the wall.
And he's going to turn for 3.
He's going to turn 3. He's got a chance. Oh, he slides into third. I thought maybe he could, with that hustle, he could hustle in there for inside the park home run, Cory.
Yeah, now here is Johnny Ray, not to be confused with Jimmy Ray or any other Rays, and he gets an RBI base hit, Bob.
Yes, I forget Jimmy Ray's hit song, and that's probably best to keep it that way.
Sylvester Sneed is going to keep the hit parade going, Bob. Johnny Ray, Jimmy Ray on his way to third, Sneed on his way to second. Johnny Ray is coming home.
Johnny Ray.
It's going to be a play at the plate, but it's not going to be close. Are you Johnny Ray scoring, Bob?
That's right. I believe Coming Home was Jimmy Ray's next album. Oh, and an errant throw, so...
Oh, and he is going to go for it, and there's nobody to cover. Oh, what a boneheaded throw. Things falling apart here for the American Giants in the bottom of the first, Bob. Trouble.
I can't believe this. I've never seen anything like this, Cory.
Now here's a swinging bunt that's going to roll foul.
And that's good. Looks like it's going to get through, and the hit parade keeps coming. 6 runs in the bottom of the first, Cory, for the Cincy Clowns.
You know you're in trouble, Bob, when the opposing pitcher gets an RBI single in the bottom of the first.
Absolutely.
Rosie Davis cashing in and helping his own cause, so he's going to make his job pretty easy here, and the hits keep coming with 2 outs. It's just been going through the lineup. This is Buster Haywood.
Bird looks fatigued, so... Oh, but he gets the strikeout to end the inning, so 2 strikeouts in the inning for Bird. And you can just imagine what he's saying there in that dugout to his teammates.
Yes, and 3 minutes into this game, we've got 7 runs scored. That might be some kind of record, Bob.
We'll see. It might be broken within this game. Oh, and that's going to get through there. Just a misplay there by the second baseman, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall.
Yeah, nobody out, and we're going to have a triple to open things up. He's not going to make the turn home, so we've got a man on third. They're going to try to get this back. So beginning of a possible high-scoring game, Bob.
And it looks like he's going to go home, and they're going to concede the run. Up by 5, that's a pretty smart move. Take the out for a run.
Yeah, Art Pennington gets the RBI ground out there. And...
Ty goes to the runner.
Yep, that was by an eyelash, Bob. That was an eyelash. This is the pitcher, Bird.
That one's going to reach the cheap seats, and we still have 1 out here with the pitcher up. And he's going to get a seeing eye single there, and looks like that's going to roll all the way to the wall, so that's going to be trouble.
So both pitchers have had RBI base hits. Bill Bird helping his own cause with an RBI triple to make it 6-3. So 9 runs in here, Bob. Top of the second with 1 down.
Who needs a universal DH?
Yeah, that's right. I think anyone arguing that should watch these games from 1943 in the Negro Leagues.
Absolutely. Nothing wrong with pitcher hitting.
Nah, take a swing. Take a swing. This is Ralph Wyatt in the 2 spot, trying to knock his pitcher home, help out his own cause. Oh, that one just gets fouled, just scoots foul. The ump there had a good look at it at first base. Looks like it just got behind the bag, but this base hit will drive in the pitcher for the run, so it's 6-4. Nice RBI single there, Bob.
There's a little misplay there by the left fielder, but he made a nice throw to keep the runner from advancing to second. So, and that's going to go all the way. What a shot that was, all the way to the right field wall.
Lloyd Davenport adding his name to the list of players with extra base hits today, and the hits and the runs just keep a-coming.
Lloyd 2 for 2. It looks like that's going to be the final out of the inning, but Chicago puts up a 3 spot to make it 4-6 in favor of Cincinnati. So
yes, and
we got a game on our hands here, Cory.
The scoreline there, Bob, reads 2 errors for the Giants and 1 for the Clowns. I would think that there's probably more than that, but as we've talked about, the mental errors don't always get recorded like that. That errant throw down there, I'm not sure if that would have gotten recorded down as an error. Anyway, on we go to the bottom of the second. This is Locke, Eddie Locke. And
Locke with a towering skyscraper, Cory. Looks like that's a Harry Carey home run, actually, right there.
It could be, it might, it's out. That's the Harry Carey home run.
Sandberg.
Give me another beer, Rod Santo, will you? Give me another delicious Bud Light. Maybe an old style, if I could get one in there.
Oh, he had a cooler. He had a cooler. He didn't need to get him a beer.
Yeah, that's right. Nelson with the swinging bunt. Now, this is just Nelson. Baseball Reference does not have a last name for Nelson, so we're just going to go with Nelson. Was there not an 80s pop band named Nelson, Bob?
I believe there was. I believe they were blonde twins, right? If I remember correctly.
Yes, I'm not sure if there's a relation there, but this Nelson has got a high fly ball into left, but it's going to be caught for out number 2.
Long, hard hit out. Oh, and who do we have up again? Johnny Ray.
Are you Johnny Ray?
Smooth flicks there. But that's a quick out there, and wow, for the first time we have no runs scored in the inning, so a bit of a surprise there.
A rare goose egg on the scoreline as
but no one's covering first.
Whoa, there's another error.
That was a mental error there, Cory.
Looked like he was charging to cover a bunt, Bob. Looked like first baseman charged to cover the bunt, and second baseman just threw it as if they had the wheel play on, maybe.
Yeah, it was. It looked like he was charging for the ball, and the pitcher couldn't get over there to cover. It's actually the first baseman's job to stay there on that ball, but as it stands, we've got runners at the corners, and Rosie Davis has some work to do. Yeah,
nobody out in Pennington. Let's see if he can work a double play ball. Nope, they cannot. He's going to get a base hit. It's just going to drive in that one, though, and they'll go on to second. So into shallow right, he just squeaks it through.
Well, and Chicago's within 1 run here, and another single is going to load the bases here, so we could have ourselves a barn burner on our hands, Cory.
Yep, and I'm sure Bird is thinking about that. His counterpart, Rosie Davis, seeing if he can help his own campaign just a little bit more. That's a solid contact. Will it get down? It does get down. It gets to the wall, Bob.
It gets to the wall. The game is tied, and looks like they're going to keep everyone there with bases loaded, so Bird ties the game up.
So both pitchers, Bob, showing big sticks today. As you talked about, no need for a universal DH. They're putting wood on the ball.
Here we have a double duty Radcliffe there with the foul ball. Quickly 0-2. And he strikes out. So big moment there for Cincinnati. And they can't, or they come up with the out.
Yes, double duty Radcliffe. Love to see him do well. What a great name. That's a Hall of Fame name.
It's a Hall of Fame name for sure. And another strikeout there, so looks like Rosie Davis just taking care of business himself.
Yeah, so he's made effective use of that change, Bob. That seems to be his big weapon, is that changeup. Get him to swing out in front of it. And we have a tie ball game.
Yeah, for them to get out of that inning with only allowing 2 runs was pretty impressive there. So nice piece of work there by Rosie Davis.
Yep, and here's a dribbler. And up next, this is Tatum.
Bill Bird with 2 quick outs.
Yeah, Reese Tatum. Little pop out there. And Rosie Davis himself. And he's going to hit a towering fly. Not going to get out of here, though. So, wow, an efficient inning for Bird here in the third.
Very efficient, yes. We get a quick turnaround that could definitely favor Chicago here going into the later part of the game.
Listen, this is Alec Radcliffe. I'm not sure if he's related to Double Duty Radcliffe.
I don't know either. We'll have to ask him in the post-game press conference.
Yeah, we'll see. We don't have anyone down on the field covering things today, so it's just us tonight on the Sticky Bleachers coverage. Oh, both misplayed by both the pitcher and the shortstop in the infield. Hard to blame the pitcher and the center fielder, as you said, Bob. So you could give one base of that error to each of those players. Hard to put that all on the pitcher, but you got to wonder, the second baseman, shortstop, got to back that one up.
Yes, and again, with another misplay there by the third baseman, left fielder makes a good play to get the ball in there and, again, stop the runner from advancing. But you can see Rosie Davis is visibly upset. But he gets a double play ball, and they can't turn it.
Just a little bit too slow, I think. And they're also playing, they were too deep for double play depth, I think. Looked like they're playing the infield back.
Yeah, I don't know why they were too deep for that, but anyway, I'm not a manager.
Yes, this was before the days of shifting. Well, this is a long, deep drive, and that one's going to be gone by a mile.
You can just hear it off the sound of the bat.
Yep.
Now we have a 9-6, 10-6, 11-6 game.
Yep,
this one's getting out of hand.
That was a shot, Bob. That was a shot. Yeah, when you hear that crack of the bat and you hear the pooh at the certain pitch, you know that it's going to be gone. Gone, right on out of here. Anyway, here we go. This is Ralph Wyatt for the visiting Giants. Base is empty. Oh,
that's a fair ball.
That one squeaked up the line.
That's up there, and it looks like he's going to slide into second there safely.
That's one of those balls where the ump just watches for the chalk to pop up, Bob.
Absolutely, and we got another drive, but that one looks like it's going to go foul.
Yep, that had some power, but yeah, not the accuracy that we need. This is Davenport. Is he going to squeak it through? No, they're going to third, and that was a tag play, Bob.
That was a tag play to end the inning, but not before Chicago puts up a 5 spot to make it 11-6 in favor of the American Giants. And another quick out there by Cincinnati.
Yeah, Henry Smith goes down quickly. Here's Buster Haywood. He makes solid contact, but it's to the deepest part of the field, and it looks like it's going to hang up short, and it does.
So Bird putting together a couple of nice innings here. Really recovered well from that first inning.
You're right, Bob. Crisley Stadium known to have that massive, massive center field.
Absolutely.
Looks to be over 400 out there.
Looks like Cincinnati's going to go to the bullpen. Oh, and a quick out there. That was a good play there by the second baseman.
Yep. Who did they pull up?
Marca.
My lineup card doesn't have it. Maybe someone they just signed this morning, Bob.
That could be. Yeah, it might be a call up from the minors. So he's got a stellar ERA though, 1.81. So.
Yeah, you're right. That is a nice ERA. Not like the 9+ ERA that we've seen earlier here in this one. This is Pete Sunkett. And Sunkett sinks.
Sunkett ends the inning there on a nice dribble. So a good inning there for Marca coming in.
Now, if they hadn't gotten him out, that joke would not have flown, Bob. I don't know what direction I was going to take that one.
I don't believe that joke flew at all either.
Eddie Locke pops out on a towering fly.
And Bird has settled in very nicely here. I believe it's 7 straight outs now. As I say that, he lets a base runner lead.
After giving up all those runs in the early innings, both pitchers seem to have found a rhythm. Although if Bird is on the better side of things here for now.
Mm-hmm.
With the 11-6 lead, and it looks like they're going to let him stay out there and work it, Bob. Probably trying to preserve that bullpen.
Here's Johnny Ray again.
Are you Johnny Ray?
I think Johnny Ray has a little longer career than Jimmy Ray, so hopefully.
Yep. Oh, there's a nice throw from third. They didn't go for a tag play. They took the safe out at first, Bob. Probably the right choice with the 5-run lead.
Yeah, that runner took off a little early, so if I was Cincinnati, I'd be telling them to hold back and make sure that third baseman's thrown to first base before you go. But as it stands, he scores from third, and that's just, I think that's an angel in the outfield home run waiting to happen there.
Yep, this actually could be an inside the Parker, Bob. Sylvester Snead, he's making the turn, and it's not going to be close.
Wow. That ball looked like it was bunted to the second baseman and just rolled all the way to the wall. It must be the shellac they put on the grass there.
Misplayed, as we've seen so many times by both the infield and the outfield, as it just dribbled on out to the wall, and that allowed Sylvester Snead to clear the bases himself inside the Parker. And he was in, Bob, before that ball even made it back to the infield. He was safe.
Absolutely.
Before there was no cutoff man in place, no help, just a poorly done defensive play.
He could have ran around the bases twice, Cory.
Just about the speedy Snead.
That's a foul ball, but very, very close. So, but quickly 2 strikes, and that's going to be a little dribbler at second base, and he misplays it. He looked like he had a beat on it, Cory, and then he just he doubled back the wrong way. So
yeah, second baseman and right fielder seem to be doing some kind of coordinated dance, and it's to the detriment of their defensive play because they're not covering the ground that they need to get these balls in the infield.
It's one of those newfangled shifts that they're working on.
I think so, but I think they need to work on it a little bit more in the preseason.
Absolutely. It doesn't seem like it's working.
Unable to snag that one and bring it back fair to get the force out at first on Radcliffe. Double duty Radcliffe, that is.
Double duty Radcliffe with, looks like a double, an easy double, and that's going to score another run there for Chicago.
That's how he earned that nickname, Bob. Little known fact. Double duty, known for hitting lots of doubles.
Doubles. And triple duty doesn't sound good, but that's a shot, and that one's going to go to the cheap seats as well. Another home run for Chicago makes this game 13-8. 14-8, sorry about that.
And makes the fans in the bleachers quite happy to see that, although they are not happy that their home team is down by so much, but someone gets a souvenir, take that home from the bleacher seats.
Absolutely. A lot of Chicago fans like to travel. Cincinnati's not too far away, so. I do question the stadium setting off fireworks, though, for the opposing team hitting a home run. So, but anyway.
Odd call, but very sportsmanlike, I think.
Very sportsmanlike, absolutely. That one's a shot, but foul there by Shield. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Marca actually hitting. Sorry.
Yeah, Marca, the pitcher they brought in that is not on our lineup card, must have, as we said, signed him earlier today. That didn't get updated on our sheets. We'll find out who that is later.
Buster Haywood up here, and he has a looks like that. Oh, nice play by the shortstop. I thought the shortstop was going to misplay that one. So.
Now there we go. The second baseman went to second to cover the ball on the shortstop side of the field like they should have, but yeah, not the same kind of play on the other side. Here is Marca back pitching for the top of the 7th. They're leaving him in, Bob.
Yeah, it looks like he started off the batter with a screwball there, so very impressive pitch.
Yeah, this is Alec Radcliffe working a deep count, another thing we don't often see here in our R.B.I. simulations. And again, we have an error throwing from second to first when there's nobody home.
It's times like this where I wonder what Bob Uecker would say.
Bob Uecker, probably a young lad. Maybe Bob Uecker's attending this game, Bob.
I believe, he might be a young prospect, actually. So, but that one's going to roll all the way to the wall. And it looks like they're going to pad the score even more, 15-8. Quickly, Cory, this game's getting out of hand.
Yep, and I'd say they need to do something. And I'm not sure, is this a time when you preserve your bullpen by just letting the reliever hanging him out to dry?
Yeah, I believe this is one of those games where someone has to eat it. So it looks like that's what they called Marca up for. So.
Yep. So I don't think this is how they were hoping to use him today, but look at the movement on that ball, Bob.
Oh, yeah, the kid's got stuff. There's no doubting that. So it looks like they're going to go to third for the force there, or for the tag play. And I believe we have it's the first out of the inning, so tough inning here. Definitely have to leave him in, though. Try to get out of it.
Well, Marca, he's painting corners and he's got movement on that ball. It's just that these Giants are unstoppable today on the offense. Look at that, just squeaking that one in. That was a good pitch. Sometimes it just doesn't fall your way, Bob.
A lot of defensive miscues. I believe there's been a couple outs left on the field here by the Cincinnati, so it's a team game, Cory. Not one person can win the whole game for everybody. So
I believe you're right. I think that's truer words never spoken in this game, Bob. And here's Charlie Shields. He's down 1-2. Let's see if he can get the strikeout here, Ken Marca, for the end of the inning. That one's right down Main Street, and it could be... No, it is going to hang up. Yes,
it looks like he's going to tag up. That's going to be another 17-8 score here.
So it'll go down as a sac fly, and Marca continues the inning. That one, oh, there's an error, and they are going to score. It's going to go up by 10, 18-8.
Just heartbreaking for Cincinnati fans. Oh, and that's a shot. If that's not a nail in the coffin, I don't know what is, Cory.
It's a 2-run shot, so they're hanging up a 20 spot.
They're going professional football on us here, Cory.
Yes, this is a football score, hanging a deuce, and they're not letting up. Marca still in the game after giving up all these runs. Davenport back to work. Lloyd Davenport, he's got extra bases, so the inning continues. He's going for 3, and he's going to be
safe.
Just in there. Closer play than he probably would have liked there, Bob.
Lloyd Davenport, I believe, is a home run away from the cycle, so we'll see how that develops throughout the rest of the game. That's going to be a shot and caught by the left fielder, so this This tough inning finally ends for Cincinnati, and let's see if they can respond with the bats. They got some work to do.
Yes, now after the stretch here, Bob, if the Clowns, hometown Clowns, cannot get at least 2 runs, they're going to get 10-run ruled here at the bottom of the 7th. So this is actually their last chance.
Sandlot rules.
Sandlot rules, and they're down 1 already, and looks like it could be 2 outs. So 2 up, 2 down here. They're down to their last chance quickly, and it's Nelson.
Yep, and looks like Nelson's going to send the first one foul there, and Shields going to try to close this one out.
Yep.
I'd like to thank our musicians for providing such wonderful music throughout the entire game.
And he's going to be out. So is this a non-save situation there for Shields, Bob? I think that's a non-save.
Yep, I believe it's a non-save situation. So
okay, if you're up by 12.
Yep.
Might have to confirm that one, but that is going to do it here. Giants take it over the hometown Indianapolis Cincinnati Clowns. Wow, what a game, Bob. What do you even say about a game like that?
Absolutely. I mean, Cincinnati came out of the gates hot. Looked like there was going to be an offensive juggernaut throughout the game, and then the bats quieted throughout the middle parts of the inning. And Chicago never quit. They put up a 5-spot, a 6-spot, 2 threes, and 2 and a 1. So you got to tip your hat sometimes. Sometimes they have it. And there's a lot of defensive miscues there by Cincinnati in that game. So
I definitely think that's something they need to address. They need to address those errors. Now, they were charged with 4 errors. Again, I would argue at least twice that many mental mistakes on top of the charged errors. And I think one of the errors was even charged on a ball that was ruled foul. So that one, the official scorer may take a look at that one and double that one back. But, yeah, as you said, Bob, Cincinnati put up 6 runs in that first inning. We thought they were going to run away with it. They got cold, and Chicago got hot, getting more and more runs as the game went on. That 6th spot really was a nail in the coffin. Leaving Marca in there maybe not the right choice, although it was going to be a tough battle to get back in this game, even if Marca wasn't in there giving up 6 runs in the top of the 7th.
The stuff looked good, though, so definitely a bright spot for Cincinnati going forward. So
yes, that's right. We'll have to keep an eye out for him in the future. Speaking of the future, you can find more videos from us next week and the next week and the next week, every week on this YouTube channel. Find us at Sticky Bleachers. Do hit that thumbs up button and that subscribe button so that we can get content to you more quickly, more efficiently, and it helps more people find our videos, these simulation videos. Not just the Negro League series, which honors the players and remembers the players who played before the days of integration, before the game was open to all. You can find us on Twitter at Sticky Bleachers. You can find us on Facebook and SoundCloud and Podomatic and iTunes, all over the place. Bob?
You hit every nail on the head, Cory. Good job.
All right. I always like to throw it to you because it's hard to remember everything, and I'm not organized enough to keep a list of things for me. Anyway, that's going to be all for us from Cincinnati. I am Cory.
I am Bob. We'll see you guys next time.